Hi everybody, this is Karak with ACG, and welcome to the next part of our Divinity Original Sin Enhanced version Let's Play, where we have now discovered that a good person called Evelyn, who's been healing people, may also be a murderer. We've got to her house, done some nefarious dealings to get to where we need to get to, but we have done it, and now we're going to try to figure out exactly what's going on in her homestead. What do we got here? Curious parchment. Okay, let's go look at that. And what's this? Letter from the conduit. Let's just read it. Evelyn, T tells me the hour is nigh. The king will live again. When the stone is secured, I will be unstoppable. Surely you've heard about my sister already. Gone forever. There's so little that stands in our way now. Redouble your devotion, for the rewards are inconceivable. We shall meet again, the conduit. Okay. Yeah, I forgot. You can if you want, if you decide not to pick anything up. Reanimation serum. Boil the last mint sprouts of the season within a sludge made of 1 part crow's jelly to 4 parts sour holy water. Add the tear of a blind beetle and let stand for 2 minutes. First readings: the King Crab Inn, Mortician. Oh, the Mortician. I forgot that there's a graveyard. So, what I was saying is, if you don't want to pick something up, you can just read it. However, what I've found with games like this is, notoriously, whenever I decide not to pick something up, I will need it as evidence somewhere. So if you're yeah, I don't want to sleep. If you're wondering why I, for the most part, go about just smashing the shit out of everything and taking it with me, it's because I am so tired of doing those kind of situations where I think, oh, hey, I don't need this, and I did. All right, that looks vaguely interesting, does it not? That's the secrets of the scroll. Let's read it. Special dust to dust. One of the major ingredients the aspiring enchanter and potion mixer should master is bone dust. New recipe, bone dust. Look at that. All right, great. So, secure lockbox, empty bottles, not seeing any keys, and I can't seem to open it, so let's try first to pick the lock. I just bought myself a lockpick level 1. Look at that. What do we got? We have an unidentified copper ring. We have an unidentified dagger. We have gold. And we have some cloth scrap. Let's look at... I'm currently using a training sword, right? Yeah. All right. Oh, yeah. Yep. All right. This is called, this dagger that I just called, is got the harmful dagger of escaping. Oh, man. The massive mace of hippopotamus. I mean, there's always something really crazy when it comes to, whenever, like, random stuff is made. 15 to 25 does some serious damage. Critical properties. It's a very powerful weapon, basically. So, we're going to replace the hammer, and here's why. Because the hammer's durability is a little lower. And now I have the harmful dagger of escaping. Da-na-na. Okay, cool. So, unfortunately, however, as you guys have noticed, we didn't really find much in here that is helping us. Oh, there's another chest. Log updated. We found a spell that would be used to reveal to us something magically kept from sight. Spells such as these don't work unless you're close to the object or location. We still have some sleuthing to do. I'm just going to do this because, A, it's here. Right?
I mustn't have used it correctly.
Okay, gotcha. So we can put it right here. We can just hit 5.
I mustn't have used it correctly.
Didn't use it correctly. Don't get anything for it. So now we have some sleuthing to do to figure out what the issue is. So we're going to do a tiny bit more exploring, and as it pointed out, there's a mortician in town. And we might be able to find out... Oh, House of Healing. Let's go. This is... Oh, wait a minute. This is what's his name's, right? Yeah. we might be able to find out if Jacob's body's there. So let's... Where would that be? Looks like we've investigated everything up here, so let's go with... Boom. We'll head up there. How about we do that? Oh, that's weird. Custom marker works, but that one didn't work last time. All right, we'll head there. See if we can maybe get into Morticians. Let's see. What's this place? Normal door. That's the inn. All right, let's head all the way up. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe we go in here. I see he who smelts it dealt it. Pick this lock. Maybe we use this as our house of like our fortress of solitude. Gave us a recipe for a superior two-handed sword. Now we're able to start unlocking things because of the because of our skill level. Let's see if we can identify this. Equip that ring for sure. I'm going to equip... that gives me pickpocketing and lore master. I'm going to equip a lot of this stuff on my main character at first, of course. We'll send this to Medora because it's a two-handed weapon. Identify this. What do we have here? We have a nimble old copper ring of fire resistance. Ooh, adds to dexterity. Boom, look at that. Go to Medora. So the difference, let's see. The criticals are the same. AP's the same, but this adds a plus to willpower. Basically, this is just a better sword all around. I'm going to equip that on her. Plain and simple, just a better sword. Let's identify the armor that she's got hanging out. Ooh, look at this armor. So much better than hers. However, I'm going to send that to Karak. Send this to Karak. Send this to Karak. You know, I am a fan of just making sure that the main character is beefed up to the point of no return first, before everybody else. Not with everybody else getting killed, obviously, but I do like to have them. Scarlet, is Scarlet strong enough to wear that? No, so only Medora is, because it requires a strength of 7. So, whip it. Now we'll send this to Karak and see if he can wear this and see if it's better. Nope, requires strength of 6. All right, let's start identifying some stuff. Oh, much better. Locksmith's elegant leather bracers of initiative. I think that works for old Karak. This is covering nice leather bracers of initiative. It's got a little bit. So. You know what? I think I'm going to trade these out. It's better. It's got the same initiative. It's missing that one lockpick, but it really does increase the armor a good amount. And I want that. So I'm going to send this to Scarlet then. Let's do some identificationing of some boots. All right. Those are worse. These are much better. Okay. Equip. Boom. What I like to do is just go down the list and send these to Scarlet next. Verify that she has something useful. Identify this headgear. Perception and initiative, or perception. So this one did nothing more than armor, right? Yep. Okay. Now Scarlet's got her stuff. Now, some people, if you guys want, you can post in the comments, send to Scarlet. If you guys want me to... Ooh, delicate leather armor. Oh. Well, this is just way better. How did I miss that? It doesn't look like armor for some reason. If you guys want me to not do this in the walkthrough, I can easily adjust it. But I sort of like doing this because it gives an idea for everybody on what does, you know, and it's not my idea. How I choose to build my characters in no way, shape, or form should align to yours. In fact, the building of characters in this game, especially with all of the different skills and feats, are pretty much going to be different, because even though I have two scoundrel-style characters, they're actually already turning out slightly different. So, and they'll grow more and more different as we continue on. But if you guys choose that you would rather have me not do this in the Let's Play, feel free to say so, because, I mean, I get it. So this one's got +2 to its armor class. This one is... So I don't think, even though this adds 2 to the armor class, I don't think it's worth giving up the locksmith and the initiative. And this is +2, and it adds perception, where the old cloth cap did really nothing. And that requires 2 high strength. That doesn't add anything. And that doesn't either. So we're now going to send this to Medora. Just go down the list real quick. And we'll get these characters somewhat beefed up. We've been lucky. I knew that technically, while within the city, there's less fights, but we are coming to a point to where that is going to happen less. So I figure it makes sense to go ahead and jump in here and start doing some of this. So she's already got this amazing armor already. We'll equip this cap for now, because she had none. Her bracers are 11, so the first thing we're going to look for... Oh, let's identify this crossbow first. Okay. And we'll send the crossbow to Bear Daughter. All right, so let's see. We already know that her sword's better. Her armor's better. What about her boots? Okay, these boots are better. Now we're going to the next set of boots, though. Worse. And we're looking for something that beats 11. There we go. Nice leather bracers. In all ways, shape, or form better than what she's got. Okay. Now we'll go ahead and send these to Bear Daughter. Wonder if I can collect. Can I? Oh. I was trying to see if I could grab multiples, but I'm just going to grab what she can use, which is the armor, not the sword. And here she is. Okay, so right now... Okay, something that you guys should be aware of in how Divinity does things. When an item is a higher level or a lower level, you get these AP. You can see it right here. AP costs about a quarter of the way down. On the harmful, heavier crossbow of Bloodlust, you see +3 due to level difference. You actually get minuses and pluses when you're using items that are of a different level than you are. So that actually does, it can make it harder, as this does, to use. For example, it's almost in a way you could describe it as a crossbow that's just got a little bit too much of a pull for you. So the AP, or your action point cost, is a little bit higher. Now, what does that mean? Well, that means if it's 8 for attack, it's like friggin' 11 for me. So I can't even really use that. So we'll skip that. Same boots we got. Here's the armor. Same armor, except that the armor I want to put on weighs more and is useless anyway. Let's identify the shield. All right. Traveling bracers. Well, right now she has none on. Okay, these are better at 11. And the boots again, 7. Okay, and the bracers again. Oh, 15. There we go. And any hat is better than what she's got. Boom. Everybody's equipped. So, you know, it can take a couple minutes, but it's something you want to do here, definitely, at least a little bit in the city, because it will matter as we move farther on.
The valuable gift. You'll be welcome to it, my friend. I'll do my best to keep it safe and sound in the meanwhile.
Now what she was doing is reacting to the items that we gave her, which I always thought was cool. It's a Divine Light skill book, and right now I don't really have any characters who are... there we go. Oh, look at that. Got my door open. Any characters who are magic users, so... Let's head north, huh? Shall we? Keep heading north. Always checking the wooden crates, my friends. Man, don't you guys wish real life was this easy? Just wooden crates laying around. Just grab some stuff. Grab some 9-inch nails. I always find it funny that they're 9-inch nails. Ooh, Firestorm Grenade. Very useful. It really, it's funny. It does add to the fun level, you know, to where you know that there might be something good in these. Things just aren't sort of left around and useless. All right. Here's the Morticians. So we'll go in. Now that we're here, we want to see if it's possible if we can see Jacob. I'm going to go ahead and sneak. All right, I got the Corpse Compendium by sneaking. Let's... Oh, and Secrets of the Scroll. Oh, Dust. We already got that one. All right. Corpse Compendium. I'm going to read through some of these. Perfect Murder I've already read. Where's it? There we go. The Second Life Death Rituals Among the Seven Races. Imps and Orcs. So what this is doing is describing the different like burial rites for Imps and Orcs. Don't need that broad... Well, I could use that broad skull. Now, I'm not going to steal this stuff. All right. Here we go. We have 2 bodies here. Let's see if either one of them's Jacob, shall we? And I don't know if you guys noticed. Don't you love this? They bordered out the item with like teeth and tibia, hip bone, little bits of meat. It's just that added little like bit of environment that I love so much. Tooth. The product of a very conscientious toothbrusher, this tooth makes a fine trophy of war. This is sort of gross, but we're taking it. Robert's ledger. Let's go ahead and see what his ledger has to tell us. Furthermore, I find it impossible that any but Mayor Cecil, Captain Arias, Evelyn, or Esmeralda would have been able to gain access to the body. A corpse can't vanish into thin air, and even if it could, it's not as though a strong wind would blow a sack of gold onto an empty slab. No, one of them must have been involved, but as long as no one goes digging up Jake's coffin, I don't see how the crime could ever be traced back to me.
Looks like the Mortician is rather suspicious about Jake.
Yeah.
What could Mayor Cecil, Captain Aureus, or Evelyn have to do with it?
Ah, curiouser and curiouser. So it's cool. We're starting to actually get this open. We also have a shovel, so we can go dig that burial mound if we want. And I'm not seeing this dude. So let's go upstairs. There he is. So before I talk to him, let's just verify there's Mortician's chest key. No, don't. Oh, shit. I didn't mean to do that. God damn it.
Hey, stop that!
Okay.
So, what's the bad news? More orcs rampaging through the docks? Or have those infernal statues sent another soul flying to his death?
What can you tell me about Jake's murder?
Sad story, that. Though if I'm speaking plainly, the sentimental aspect of it all doesn't make much of an impression on an undertaker. Especially not these days, with so many laid low by the orcs and such like. I just concern myself with giving the remains a respectable exit from life. We set him to rest in the northern graveyard. Perhaps he can finally get a little peace. How do you... Ah, the ledger, is it? Fool was I to leave it in the open. Or perhaps I even looked forward to being found out. Well, as you know, I have my suspects in the matter. What would you like to know?
Okay, so we're in a situation now where he's come clean. So let's just go ahead and go down the list. I'm going to start, though, with Esmeralda, because Karak, of course, thinks that she is still the most likely culprit.
I never saw a widow less distraught at the death of her husband, and I've seen hundreds pass through my parlor. It was she who rang my bell just before the body was snatched, lured me outside claiming she needed air, before discussing the funeral arrangements. Some accomplice could have sneaked in and grabbed the remains while I was comforting the oh-so-overcome Esmeralda.
Okay, and my second, of course, is Evelyn, so we'll check that one out. Also, could be Evelyn and Esmeralda are working together.
I know it sounds strange suspecting the doctor's apprentice of something so ghoulish as this, but there's few in this city could manage to transport a corpse without raising eyebrows. It was she who delivered Jake's body from the inn to the mortuary. And there was something about her that night. Some kind of excitement. It seemed she could barely contain her thoughts. That there was something thrilling about to happen. I can't quite settle it in my mind how a young medical professional would have such a strange reaction to an occasion such as that. And this may or may not have anything to do with the whole rigmarole. But her master, Dr. Theleron, bought an old shack of mine, one overtaken by undead, for an exorbitant price considering what he was getting. I never did figure what he wanted it for, but he sure seemed eager.
Okay, that's very interesting. That's the first time anything's pointed at the doctor doing anything suspicious. Now, Mayor, Cecil, and Captain, we've had no connections whatsoever so far to make them in any way, shape, or form murder suspects, so we'll just go with them in random order. First, Captain.
Orius himself paid me a visit the night the body was delivered. Came rapping at my door in the frosty morning before the sun had even started peeping, and told me to tell him, and only him, if I noticed anything strange or suspicious about the remains. Can't see why he'd bothered to go through all that trouble, unless he knew something the rest of us don't. Plenty of us shopkeepers entrust the mayor with the spare keys to our businesses, you know. And he's the only person in town with a second copy of the key to the mortuary. He could have used it to sidle in without a peep, if he were so inclined. That gold's the only good thing to come out of this blasted affair, and I certainly plan on making some use of it.
Okay, so Karak's come to a point here where he has to decide, if I'm going to let the guy keep it. None of these really bother me too much, but Bertia, whose sheep you stole, deserves us more money. Yeah. The other ones don't, it doesn't bother me. Like, there's no reason to get the Legion involved, and I'm not my character isn't a big believer that it's all about, your conscience. But this he stole, so let's make him pay. Okay, now, this is basically when two characters have very aligned skills, and it basically goes to this rock, paper, scissors, and you have to try to win. It's a unique gameplay system, that's for sure. We'll go with rock first. He beat me. With rock again. I'll go scissors, hoping he goes paper, yeah. Now, I have a feeling we're... Okay, cool. This has happened before where I've lost at the end, so... Paper. Haha! Yeah, that's what I figured. Alright, cool. Beat him. And the little brain in the center basically means I won that argument.
I reckon Bertia really didn't get a fair shake in all this, did she? Here, take the money and give it to her. Times are hard enough as they are.
Now, I'm not 100% sure. I might have been able to allow him to keep that, which I would have actually rather had him do. I don't know what just happened. I just wanted to talk to him. And... what happened here? I must have clicked something wrong. Oh, there must have been something on the floor. I was trying to click to talk to him, but that's not going to work out. He hates me now. Whoops. Okay. And if they do hate you, you can lose a lot of dialogue options. So let's see here. Let's delete the specials. At the morgue that we're in, the abandoned house, Evelyn's house, the clinic. the captain. Now, we haven't gone to the mayor, which I believe is right here. Could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure. And let's see what else. Yeah, for now, let's go to the... Here, we'll highlight this one, since for some reason the highlighting's not working perfect. Okay, great. So, when it comes down to it, one of the reasons why I just absolutely love this game is because you can go any way, right? You don't... It's really up to you on who you choose to sort of blame everything on, and I love that. Additionally, all the characters have something going on. That game, and in many games like it, if something like that had happened, what would have really gone on is you would have basically probably just ended up giving or taking the information from him and going and figuring out. Here, though, you find out that there's another thing that occurred, which is that somebody's sheep got stolen, and you can go and pay them back. And let's see. House of Healing. Sheep. So I was wrong. That's not the mayor's area. But while we're here, we can certainly sell some stuff.
Don't scuttle away before you've tried some of... I listened in while you were talking to that would-be thief. Thank you for preserving my stock. It's no wonder you source hunters are known for setting a place straight. Tomatoes.
We've got a good amount of money, so what we're going to do is just unload some of this stuff. And we don't want to unload everything, but if we got duplicates like this, a branch, we'll keep one fishing rod, we'll keep one cooking pot. Now the reason, just so you know, I'm keeping things like the empty canister and the silver ore is you make explosives out of them. Let's get rid of the pillows. And the one thing you can definitely get rid of and make a ton of money is your paintings. And I know that some things are selling for 0 money. That does happen. All right. Good enough. I'm not even going to worry about it being perfect. Okay, great. I just wanted to get rid of some of my items that I didn't need. And let's talk to the Enchantress, Celia the Enchantress.
Oh, no, noble friend. Your upper chakras are in desperate need of a good scrubbing. Fortunately for you, my homebrewed tinctures will do the job. Or if you're in
Oh, she's bothering me. Okay. The reason why I wanted to do this is because I wanted to show you guys before we end this part of the walkthrough is that we have the skill she's still talking. Anyway, we have the skill books here. And as you guys remember, we unlocked skills, but you do have to buy some of those skills. So, let's just see. Arrow Thurge. So what we'll do is, I'll just show you some of these skills, and then when we come back to the start of the next one, we'll go ahead and buy whatever ones we can that match up, and we will equip them on our character. We'll get them up and running so that we can start using them. Got a lot of equipment here for crafting, which I'm going to have to show you once we get a little bit better there. But you can see, got a lot of different skills here, a lot of different stuff that we can buy and use for our characters. So it's going to be fun. Anyway, I hope you guys like this. This is a super interesting game. It's actually, there's a lot of stuff going on here, and I find that this game really does have a lot to offer in comparison to other titles that came out prior and even after this one when it comes to questing like we discussed today and other stuff. So anyway, I hope you guys liked the walkthrough. If you did, or the Let's Play, if you did, hit thumbs up. If you didn't, hit thumbs down. See you in a bit. Peace out.